The first thing that needs to be done as soon as an employee is going to be departing a company is to ensure that all access is revoked. This is where this very simple Zenphi flow comes in handy. We're going to start our flow with a Zenphi form trigger, which is going to start when a response is submitted. We're going to ensure in the settings to make it so that only authorized users are able to submit the form. Now here I've only added two fields, the user's email and any notes on departing. Since we have the user's email from the form, we're able to retrieve all of their information with the find user action. So we can get all of that information here. Then we're going to want to sign out the user. We're going to be changing their password to ensure they can no longer log in, but first we need to sign them out. This action is sign out user, very straightforward. We're going to generate a new password for them using the create password action. And then we're going to want to update their password as well as their recovery information. So if you have a specific team email, you can add that here. This action is called update user, so you can choose whatever fields you want to update. Then we're going to want to proceed to delete them from their groups. So in this case, we're going to be using the delete group member action. Depending on their department, we're going to delete them from that specific group key. And then here we would just use their email. They may have access to multiple shared drives, so we want to make sure we delete them from those as well. First, we're going to use our handy list users shared drive action. So here using their email, you're going to be able to see all of their different shared drives. We're going to get this information, the ID of the drive, the name. There may be one drive, there may be 10, so we want to make sure we loop through each one of those drives and then delete them one by one. So this action is called delete member from shared drive. All you have to do is indicate the drive ID. As you can see, we've created a for each loop, so we go through each one of the drives one by one, and then if we use a token picker, we can get the drive ID from here. Now that we've deleted them from their groups as well as deleted them from any shared drives, we want to go ahead and delete them as space members. You may have a Google Chat space for their specific department. So what we're going to do is delete them from that space. So we're going to choose the department space here and then indicate their email as well. And now we're going to follow a similar pattern with the Google Drives, but this time with their mobile devices. So first we want to list all of their mobile devices since there may be more than one. We're going to use the list mobile devices action, simply indicate the admin email and then the user email. And then once again, we're going to create a loop to go through each one of those devices one by one, and then we're going to use the delete mobile devices action. So all you have to do is indicate once again both email addresses and the resource ID, where if we're looping, we should already see that as a suggestion. Last but not least, we're going to want to suspend the user. This action gives you the option to suspend and archive, so you can choose if you want to do one or the other, or you can do both. As a last step, we're going to use the send email action to be able to send an email to the requester. What this is going to ensure is that they know that all of the steps that have been previously mentioned have been completed. And feel free to add any other actions to this process if you want to delete the user altogether, or if you want to take any additional steps, you can always add them before or after any of the steps we mentioned.